la 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 la. Yo, Inktober is finished, finally, and I'm gonna flip through my book. I'm gonna flip through my sketchbook and show you what I did for Inktober. But first, I wanna show you my new studio. And to preface, we are currently living at my mother-in-law's place, just for now. So, I wanna show you. Hey, baby. Okay, so get ready. This right here is just behind this door. Can you see the makeup on my face? I still have makeup on my face from last night. Just behind this door is my studio. Are you ready? You ready? I'm not joking. But for real though, look, it's cool. It's like in this tiny little closet that was just full of books. It had the tree here and it was slammed full of just these shelves were full. So we emptied it all out. And look, I just put all my stuff in here. Check it out. Got like, you know, works in progress. I got a couple pieces finished. Check it. Like, here's some paper, some art supplies, this is a piece from a new friend of mine, which is really cool. These are some more finished pieces. There's an old sketchbook in here, remember that? Yeah. Look, I got some like work in progress. Got a journal, got a sketchbook, got a pencil pouch, got a DS. Got more art supplies, got some prints here. Got some print sleeves here, right? We got, over here's where I'm gonna start doing my artwork. Just done a lot of artwork on here already, right? So I got my MacBook, got my little tripod where I put my phone and record my YouTube videos, right? And then I got my little field chair that I obtained, right? And so I got my printer where I can print off or scan. This is where I scan my artwork and make it into prints, right? So I got this sketchbook, and I got some, these are for the kids, some art supplies for the kiddos, some paper for them to draw on, right? So more art supplies and finished products from the kids, cool. And you got the little, this is the storage section, and these last two things here. But all I need is a little corner, a little thing, a little place to sit. And this is where we land, right here. This is the little spot for now. I'm gonna figure out, all I have right now is this overhead light, and I'm gonna figure something out because I don't know if that's gonna work. But yes, we are in this new little cave, little bat cave, little Harry Potter setup for now. So actually I'm gonna go get my coffee and I'll be right back. Coffee obtained, let's do this thing. And we're off. This is the sketchbook that I decided to do my Inktober in. This is a moleskin sketchbook. So this is what yep. So I decided to do all of my Inktober drawings in this one spot so they can be consistent. So, you know, all right, so the day before Inktober, I decided to draw out the official prompt list, draw the whole thing out and just write it word for word, and then every day mark off the word. So this was my little reference point, and I made it a point not to look at anybody else's drawings or look up a reference point, look up the definition of the word or anything, just kind of go with what I know instantly. So I'm just gonna start with it. So we got day 1 and 2, days 1 and 2. Day 1 was ring, and I just kind of use the ring here as a reference for the prompt, right? Day 2 is mindless, so I got this little guy right here. Let's see if we can get a little zoom in here. Yeah, cool, right? mindless. Day 3. This is not part of it, but I just did it anyway. Side note, this is actually upside down. Yeah. So day 3 bait, and I wanted to just kind of come up with something that was out of the norm, I guess, out of the immediate thinking pattern, which is like, you know, standard bait, but mix it up a little bit, right? Dollar bill, y'all. All right, day 4, freeze. This is supposed to be an ice dragon, but I don't know. I just drew a blue dragon, so it's fine. Day 5 is build. I started with the crane here, and then just kind of added on to it and used some ink, and then washed it out with water, and then just kind of used a brush as well, just to get some separate tones. But oh, side note, I did use ink in all of the Inktober drawings, and I think I only used ink in all of them. I'm not sure though. But if I find one that I didn't, I'll let you know. But for the most part, I believe that it was ink. Every one of them. But day 6 is husky. Guy eating a whole bunch of burgers. Day 7 is enchanted. And we had just watched the new Spider-Man movie that come out. And so this is Mysterio, I guess. And these are his little bots that his little holographic bots type thing, and you know, that's a whole cool thing. Also, is the same day I got my Jelly Roll pen, so it's got that gold glimmer on it, and I use the gold as highlights in a lot of them. So day 8 is frail. I used a big pen, just a normal big pen with this. And day 9 is swing. Day 9 is swing. It's a little kid swinging, right? Just a little kid swinging, right? Cool. Top favorite right here, day 10, day 11, pattern in snow. So obviously I did day 10, you know, and then I just kind of extended it the next day. So that was cool. And this guy ended up appearing in, you know, staying consistent throughout a couple of the drawings, but you'll see that pretty soon. This actually, I believe, I've already scanned this piece into the computer, and I'm probably gonna make prints of this. So if you want to print, let me know. Let me know if you want to print this. So I might do, you know, top 5 favorite drawings, and then do prints. So who knows? But day 12, what is this? Day 10, 11, 12, dragon. So I drew another dragon. It should be noted that I did not sketch for any of these. So like, I just dove right in with the ink. I didn't sketch at all. So the face isn't brilliant. It's not perfect. The wings aren't perfect, but that's okay, because it was the sole objective is to have fun for me, and just have fun with it. And that's exactly what I did, and learned some things. And so I was, you know, I had a brush pen here, and I was like smudging the brush pen all over the paper and just having fun with it. And the little gold glitter here ended up looking really cool. Day 13 is ash, and of course those, you know, you're begging for people to do Pokemon, you know. And I decided to go against it right now and just throw the axe in there, and the ashes of a fireplace, you know what I mean? So, and there is some red in there. I don't know if you can see that very well, but there is some red. That's red, and there's some red in here just to kind of signify the ash. Day 14 is overgrown. So this is the 2-week point here, and you're getting to see where, like, I'm doing full page things here, doing full page, and then this, the 2-week mark, I'm like, I don't really want to do a full page thing, or I was just kind of running out of ideas or something. I don't know, but I'm starting to get tired at this point, and my motivation fluctuates the whole time throughout this whole month of drawing. But this time you know, overgrown, hair's overgrown, 2 awkward kids, you know, interacting with one another. And then the axe even gets a thought. here is Legend, and of course you got to do like some sort of Zelda themed thing, of course. So I just threw his hat on him. And again, the face isn't amazing. None of this is, you know, none of it's amazing because I didn't sketch it all. But it's fine. This is where I'm learning, and there's no, you know, it was just fun. It was fun. The little mountains was really fun to draw. But I'll keep going. Day 16, Wild. And of course, I couldn't resist the Pokemon reference this time. I was imagining this looking a little different. If I would change something, I would not put the gray in here. I wouldn't put the gray in here. And also, I learned that the ink that I was using, which is, let me pull that out real quick. The blue ink was this Winsor Newton ink in ultramarine color, and I figured out pretty quickly that it wasn't waterproof. So, you know, I got it wet and then it just smeared around everywhere. So, day 16, Wild. Day 17 is Ornament. Just kind of the piercings and the jewelry and the glasses and the accessories, essentially. And that's kind of what that meant for me, I guess. It's a little. This is. I tried to incorporate this every time I remembered to do so. So it's pretty funny, pretty cool. Day 18, Misfit. It's a guy stealing from an old man, I suppose, and just kind of being a turd, stealing from him. Day 19, Sling. You know, he's got a little sling, and he's slinging. He's swinging from the beam here, hanging over. And if you'll notice, I tried to like make reference to older pieces. So here is like maybe it would make reference to one of the first pieces, which is like day 5 or so. Yeah, day 5. So like, you know, over the bridge and the canoe thing here, and then you got the bridge, got the water, got the canoe. So I was trying to tie it in, make reference. So this one was cool. This is another really cool spread. Day 20 was Tread, and day 21 was Treasure. So he's got these little characters treading across. You can't really, let's see if you can see this one. This guy right here. He kind of blends in with the rest of it, but you got this guy, you got this guy, and you got this one here. So they're treading up the mountain, and then, you know, and to carry it on, you know, the treasure. I suppose the treasure is what they're searching after. But I use, you hear my son? You hear him? He needs attention. Okay, so moving on, I'll show you that this is the brush pen I used. I used this brush pen here, and it's dry, and it's for the most part dry now. Like, I mean, it's still got some ink in it, but it's like, it's almost bone dry. But I used this, covered this entire sheet of paper with the black, and then came back in with the gold. This jelly roll pen, which is super cool. It's really neat. And then for the black ink, I used these guys right here, Rotring Isographs, right? For the red, this is another technical pen, but I just put red ink in it. I actually don't want to undo it, because this is an old one. Excuse me. This is an old one. I just found it in the thrift store, but it's cool. With the blue, some of the blue was done with this fountain pen here. It's one of the more expensive things in this. Probably the most expensive pen in my little arsenal collection. But yeah, that's what I used for the most part. There are subtle exceptions, but day 22 is Ghost. And I actually realized it was like 11:55 that day, and I had like 5 minutes to finish. So I scribbled up something real quick with my brush pen, and it took 5 minutes. So I posted it, and it was like just hit midnight. So I just finished the drawing, finished it just in time. Day 23, Ancient. was this little, you know, these little pyramids. You got the sandy hills and you got the camel. And here I wrote a note that says, don't really know what to put in the foreground. I refuse to look at a reference. So that's me just kind of taking pride in that, I guess. So, whatever. Day 24, dizzy. You can tell I was kind of like, I was just not really wanting to do a full page again. So, but day 25, tasty. I was actually sitting here at my wife's work, which is a coffee shop, Equinox Coffee, which is actually, I have the sticker here, Equinox Coffee, and I also have a stamp here. So, I was sitting here drawing the coffee shop, drawing everything I saw, and I made a YouTube video out of this actually. So there's another, I did one Inktober video, and this was the one, so that was cool. Day 26, dark. This was dark, and yeah, and kind of, I guess it speaks for itself. I don't know. This is not my favorite one. Again, the blue and the gray don't look amazing together, so yep, I'll probably never do this one again. the color combo. Day 27 is coat, and the coat of a beast of some sort. I don't know, but here I'm wasting a lot of space here, and this is why I stopped feeling like, at this point I was like, man, I really am hating wasting all this paper, because I'm flying through the sketchbook, yeah, but I feel like I'm wasting it because I'm used to doing full page stuff like this. I love doing this, and then this is just kind of out of my norm, I suppose. But day 28, ride. I can't draw a vehicle for crap, but I figured riding in a car, whatever. And then I did a finish line, and then whatever. I didn't feel like drawing another vehicle, so I just inserted a second one here. This guy, day 29, injured. He's got his broken limbs, his healthy remaining limbs here and here, and he's not happy at all, so yeah. Day 30 was catch, and this is actually pitiful. This is absolutely pathetic. This is like my least favorite one for sure. Least favorite one. And then day 31 is ripe, and just a little tree with some ripe fruit hanging from it. A dead tree, ironically, producing live fruit for some reason, somehow, I don't know. But yeah, that is Inktober, and I have, I still have half a sketchbook to go, but as soon as I'm done with this sketchbook, I'm gonna do a full sketchbook tour of this. So you'll get to see that, and it'll take me, it'll August 27th. Whoops. August 17th is when I started this, and it is currently November. So I'll be done in a couple months, I'm certain. So, stick around for that if you want to. And that's it.